Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the East to West Apparel Company Arca series. We're live from Atlanta Motor Speedway on this beautiful Monday night. The broadcast may look slightly different tonight. We are having some trading paint issues. For some reason, it is not loading the textures for the race cars tonight. So we're going to see them in stock iRacing designs, unfortunately. So the cars aren't going to look quite as pretty, but the drivers are just as fast. So nothing to worry about there. And it looks like Dustin Buck is set to make his first qualifying run. We'll see how Mr. Buck can do. Coming into tonight, Dustin does have a substantial points lead. Let's bring that up real quick here, as he's bringing that number 68 machine up to speed. Oh, why are things being so difficult? He decides to abort that one and retry. Oh, things are being so difficult tonight. Why? Alright, so Dustin Buck is in first with 457 points. Brad Steffen is in second with 409 points. Josh Fox is currently in third with 405. Alan Wernicke is in fourth with 398. Roy Hyde is in fifth with 390. Devin Smith in sixth with 377. Dylan Dunford in seventh with 371. Travis Lapinus in eighth with 361. Joshua Reese in ninth with 343. And Tom Quirring is rounding out our top 10 tonight with 337 points. We've got 2 races left. Last week was pretty close to one of Buck's worst finishes. But he is looking to rebound here tonight at Atlanta. So far, see what he's going to get for his first lap coming to the stripe. I am not seeing a time scored. Oh, there we go. 6th for Mr. Buck. Not what we're used to seeing out of him. Right now we've got Joshua Reese on the point, Josh Fox in second. Looks like we got Jesse Adams on the track now, looking to set down some quick time in that number 55 machine. Once again, I do apologize for the paint scheme's not loading. I know a lot of these guys put a lot of hard work into their cars and making them look all pretty. But unfortunately, Trading Paints must have done an update, and it is just not cooperating with us here tonight. I'm going to try one more time to refresh these cars and see what we can get, but yeah, for some reason it tells me that iRacing is running, but it's waiting on an internet connection, which obviously is not the case because, well, here we are broadcasting, so we have internet. Not a problem. So I'm guessing it's an issue with Trading Paints. I might have to uninstall and reinstall, but we'll see what happens here. Jesse Adams sitting 16th fastest. He's going to be coming to the board here. See if he improves on his time at all. He does. He jumps all the way up to 5th. Nice lap time by that 55 machine of Mr. Jesse Adams. Looks like a lot of our drivers have qualified. We've got 3 drivers that have yet to take time: Derek Regal, Dean/Jackson Qualley, and that number 99 machine of Lee Krause. We do have 21 cars here looking to start this race at Hot Atlanta. This does not look like the Super Speedway version. That one has black tar, so this is the older version. A little more tricky to drive maybe for some people, but it doesn't drive like a Super Speedway, which Atlanta as a Super Speedway, I don't know if you've had the opportunity, but man, that is one tough track. That outside wall will creep up on you. Alright, looks like our drivers are getting ready to grid up. Get a little better view for you folks. Let's go over our starting grid. Starting on row number 1, we got Joshua Reese and Josh Fox. Row number 2, Dylan Dunford with James Budd. Hopefully James can shake that monkey off his back. He's had some DNFs recently. Row number 3, we got Mr. Devin Smith with Jesse Adams, Forrest Hamilton in P number 7 with our point sitter Dustin Buck right to the outside of him. In row number 5, we got Tom Quirring and Alan Wernicke. Row number 6, we got James Pileski and Roy Hyde. Row number 7, we got Brad Steffen and Travis Lapenas. Row number 8, Sean Patrick and Matthew Chandler. Matt Moreau and Ray Andrews are going to be sitting in row number 9. Row number 10, we got Lee Krause and that number 17 machine of the Quali crew. And shotgun on the field, Mr. Derek Regal. $80 laps, the distance here tonight. Tricky track. We saw a lot of cars spinning out in practice. So hopefully these guys have settled down just a tad bit. Beautiful field, looking to roll off this front row here and get this race underway. Before we do fire off tonight, I do want to give a quick mention. We'd like to send out our thoughts and prayers to the Park family. Grandma Park not doing so well, so keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And we've got some drivers here with us and that have been with us a long time, and they're like family, and we want to show them right. So thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. We're getting ready to go green as these guys are rolling down the back straightaway. And we're going to have a wonderful race here tonight at Hot Atlanta. Season number 5 of the East to West Apparel Arca series is going to be rolling up here pretty quick, but we're not going to slow down. We're going to jump right into season number 6 with the brand new Arca cars at the beginning of April. Actually, all of our series are going to be brand new at the beginning of April. So if you're looking for a place to race, check out Rusty Misfits Racing League on Facebook, and we'll get you a Discord link. Green flag is in the air for Reese and Fox coming to the stripe. Joshua Reese down low, Josh Fox up high. Ooh, that 94 of Dunford blinking a little bit. Number 8 of Bud almost looking to make it 3 wide. We got some slicing and dicing going all over the place. Hey Dan, how you doing tonight, buddy? a beautiful field of cars here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Check on our points leader, Dustin Buck, mired deep in the field from where he would normally start. Looking to make some moves with that number 68 machine, getting to the inside of Forrest Hamilton Jr. Yeah, bud, really sorry about that. Dean did send me a little something, and our thoughts and prayers are with you, buddy. Dustin Buck looking to the inside now of Mr. Devin Smith. Right behind that 22 of Fox. Fox was our outside pole sitter who has fallen back now to 4th place. Oh, Buck slides up in front of that number 3 machine. Almost wasn't enough room. No problem, buddy. If you ever need to do a little chat, and shoot me a message. I'm always here. Dustin Buck up 4 spots from where he started. Looking to make a move on Devin Smith. As Reese stretches out his lead, James, Bud, and Dylan Dunford are battling for 2nd place right now. 68 of Dustin Buck having a nice strong run here tonight. After a bad finish last weekend, he needs to rebound. Ooh, did get into the wall a little bit there in corner entry. We'll jump on board with that number 93 machine, and he's trying to get an advantage over Dustin Buck. You can see the gap between them and the leaders. Oh, 93 dives it down in there. Almost looks like he moves the 68 up high. Dustin Buck gets a good run. It looked like the 93 must have got loose. He was turning that thing to the right on corner exit. Those top three cars, you can throw a blanket over them. Here comes Bud looking to make a move to get second place. The more these guys battle, the more Dustin Buck's going to be able to close that gap on them. Buck will close in from behind, and Reese will pull away in front of him. These guys get back nose to tail. Get back to keeping that leader in line. '17 car of Quali up 4 positions from where he started. Ooh, caution is out on the racetrack. Let's see if we can track this back to where it all started here. Oh, there's smoke in front of Hyde already there. Forrest Hamilton Jr. maybe. Or maybe Devin Smith. Oh no, that was happening in front of them. Looked like the 46 car of Tom Queering was loose already. Oh yeah, looks like Tom got up into the wall. When he got unstuck, it came down in front of the 93, had nowhere to go. Then it's just a huge accordion effect after that. Oh, heavy damage by several cars. It looks like everybody is going into the pits. Looks like a four tire stop by everybody. The 8 and the 94 swap positions. Buck comes back out in 4th place. What a crazy turn of events. Alright, these guys are getting ready to re-rack them and restack them here. Joshua Reese back on the point. Well, really, he's been on the point the whole way so far. The number 8 of James Budd now going to be on that outside line. See if he can get a good restart in. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going green. Coming out of turn number 4. Ray Andrews 4 laps down. Devin Smith still in the pits. Heavy damage to that number 95 machine. Hate to see it for Devin. He was having a good run. Green flag is in the air. The number 1 car might have jumped that start a little bit. That might have to be under admin review. On my screen it showed him going green before the lights popped up, but you never know how iRacing is and whether or not there's a delay. But here comes that number 8 with a huge run going down the back straightaway. Gets right to the back bumper of Reese. Looks like Dustin Buck with a little bit of damage to the left front or right front of his machine. Dustin Buck looking to go around Joshua Reese, taking over second. Yeah, there is definitely some right front damage done to that 68 machine. Doesn't seem to be affecting him so far. We'll see if he's able to reel in that number 8 machine. Here comes Dunford, looking to make a move for third place. He's going to pass that number 1 car clean. "24 laps in the book out of 80. Sean Patrick and that number 26 machine having a great run here tonight at Atlanta. Currently inside the top 10. He's following that 16 machine of Travis Lapanis to the front. They're both up 8 spots from where they started this evening. They are our biggest movers so far. The Heartbreak Award is going to go to that number 95 machine. He is finishing dead last, down 16 positions from where he started, unfortunately. Ooh, we got a little bit of a blinker. Sean Patrick now up to 6th place. Here comes bad Brad Steffen, charging hard to the front. Slicing and dicing, making moves all over. Patrick on the outside of Fox, trying to take away 5th. Steffen right behind him. Fox struggling since that restart. Sean Patrick in that 26 machine up 10 positions from where he started. What a run by these guys so far this evening. Bud in the lead, Buck in second. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Pardon me. Oh, what a race so far this evening. These guys have been laying down some pretty quick laps. Ooh, that 26 car. Still doing some blinking. He's going to have to maybe address that. Let's jump back up front to see how Dustin Buck is doing. He's got a battle on his hands. Dunford looking to take away that second spot. 2-second gap now between Bud and Buck. That damage to the front end of the 68 machine. Oh, that was a close one. Dunford had to lift, otherwise he would have definitely gotten into the back of that 68 machine. These bumpers do not line up well on these cars. You touch somebody like that in the corner, it's definitely going to send them around. Good bit of driving by that 94 to get it woed up and not get into the back of them. Looking to make a move now as we're coming out of turn number 4. Buck way up on that outside wall. He's going to have a good power run down the back straightaway. 94 wasn't able to pull up in front of him. Buck's able to maintain the momentum on that high side. Oh, the 94 gets a little loose. Oh, there's contact. He's up into the wall. Now, oh, Stefan gets into the back of him. No caution, but hard contact between the 68, the wall, and Brad Stefan. I would hate to be listening to the in-car audio right now. I can almost guarantee nothing pleasant was said. Buck trying to regain his composure and get his mojo back after that one. Unfortunately, it was nothing that he did. That 94 got loose underneath of him. Came up, a little bit of a tap, and sent him up into the wall, and that wound him up enough for the 89 to come up behind him. That is allowing the 8 car of Bud to stretch out that lead to almost 3 seconds now over Dunford. Reese and Stefan swap positions one more time. Yeah, you can see the heavy front end damage to that 89 machine. That could cause some overheating issues later. Looks like it might be causing some problems now as Reese is pulling away from the 89. Coming to the stripe, we're going to complete lap 38 out of 80. We're just about to the halfway mark. We did pit on lap 18. I don't know if they ended up with enough fuel to make it to the end. Most of these races are a 2-stop race. So we could see green flag pit stops here coming up within the next 10 to 15 laps. Josh Fox in that 22 looking down low to get underneath the damaged 89 of Brad Steffen, but he is not giving up that position easily. Let's see if we can jump on board with him and look at his gauges and see what his temperature looks like here. Yeah, looks like all the gauges are nominal so far. Our leader Reese, or Bud and Reese, it looks like they're going to be coming up on some lapped cars here pretty quick. Reese has closed that gap by almost a second just in the last 10 laps. James Budd at the line is running a 33.94, and Joshua Reese is running a 33.67. So he's gaining 0.3 a lap right now. That 8 car could be in save mode, trying to get as much out of those cars as he can. So if you are looking for a place to race, check out the Rusty Misfits Racing League. Oh, here comes our leader onto pit road, coming in pretty hot. Got to lock that thing down to get to pit road speed. I do believe it's 55 miles an hour. We'll watch our driver here take his time, see if he's going to take 2 tires or 4. Right side's up, down. Left sides are up. 4 tire stop for the number 8 machine. He did drop a lap while pitting. Oh, the 93 has crashed, but it looks like he has jumped to the pits. No caution on the speedway. See if we can't lock down and see what happened to him here. Oh, hard into the inside wall. Kind of looked like he was getting back up to speed after a pit stop. We are over halfway now. The 89 of Stefan is in the pits. He's going to go a lap down as our leader takes the flag for lap 47 coming to a close. Matt Moreau in that number 38 machine, up 12 positions as we're cycling through green flag pit stops. Matt Moreau hitting pit road. Back up front, we got Reese, Fox, Hamilton, Adams, Alan Wernicke now up into the top 5 with that number 72 machine. Tom Queering, after getting into that first caution, is battling back up to 6th. Lee Cross in that 99 machine, who did not qualify, sitting right here in our number 7 position. Wernicke jumping in the pits. Alright, so our top 8 drivers have yet to make green flag pit stops. Look for them to be coming in here soon. Back up front with the number 1 of Reese. How long can he stretch this out? To the cars that have recently pitted, he is giving up 2 seconds a lap. The longer he stays out, it could hurt him. James Budd, he was our leader before we started cycling through, is now running a 32.49. Our current leader is running a 34.13. And our leader is coming down pit road. Let's follow him through his pit stop cycle and see where he comes out. See if James Budd is going to get by him before he makes it back onto the track. It's a very long pit road, especially when you're parked in that first spot. Right sides are up. Four-tire stop for that number 1 machine. He is down and away, and he will be behind Bud as he exits his pit road by quite a bit. He just went a lap down. You got to be careful getting these machines back up to speed. They are a little unpredictable. Only 2 cars left that have not pit yet in this cycle. And there goes Hamilton down pit road, leaving Josh Fox out all by himself. We've seen this strategy before by Fox. It's had mixed results with it. James Budd 20 seconds behind him and gaining fast. If a caution doesn't come back out by the time Fox pits, and here he comes, he will hand that lead back over to Bud. With looks to be bad Brad Steffen in second, Travis Lepanis in third, and Dunford in fourth, the way it's looking right now. Here comes Bud around. Bud right now with a 7-second lead over Brad Steffen. Travis Lepanis having a great run tonight in that number 16 machine. Currently running in third, 3 seconds behind Brad Steffen. Travis is running a little bit faster, but not much. Dylan Dunford in fourth. Joshua Reese in fifth. Alan Wernicke in fourth. Quali in seventh. Up 13 positions. Steffen is catching James Budd ever so slightly, but I do believe James Budd now with 20 laps to go is probably just taking it easy, making sure he's hitting his marks, not burning his stuff up. So if Steffen does catch him before we get to the end of this thing, he's got a little something for him. Caution is out. Not quite sure where we're coming from here. Let's see if we can't nail this thing down. I'm not seeing any car spinning. Let's see if we can't find Sean Patrick. There we go. Let's back down and see what happens here. Oh, Patrick looks like he got into the wall. Might have been a little bit of a net code. We did see him blinking earlier. Unfortunately, collects that number 38 of Morrow. Everybody pitting, getting that last set of tires. We do have 3 for the evening. Jesse Adams stayed out. Josh Fox has stayed out. Hamilton stayed out. Regal stayed out. Brad Steffen and Travis Lepanis, the first cars to pit. And they are currently sitting in 5th and 6th. Gonna have 13 laps to go roughly when we go back to green flag racing. Ten laps difference on the tires could play a big factor here tonight. Lights are off on the pace car. Oh, Dunford looks like he barely made it out ahead of the pace car. No, he has got to go to the back. That's going to put him a lap down, unfortunately. So, starting on the front row for this restart on lap 64 is going to be Adams and Fox. Hamilton Jr. in P number 3. The 86 machine of Derek Regal is in 4th. Brad Stefan in 5th. And Travis Lepanis in 6th. Alright, coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is going to be waving for Jesse Adams. Oh, Adams loses it in front of the field. Big crash. Jesse Adams spins the tires, collects several drivers. We're going to have to re-rack and restack and try this one more time. Devin Smith has gotten that 95 repaired enough to return to the race. Unfortunately, he is several laps down. Last I looked, he was over 18. No, 16 laps down, yep. Well, it looks like that's going to give the lead right now to the 89 machine of Brad Steffen after everything shook out. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. That 17 machine of quali up to P number 4. Not sure if that's Jackson or Dean. I never heard officially who was driving tonight. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green coming out of turn number 4. Going to be 12 laps to finish this one out. Third caution of the evening brought out by the 55 machine, spinning his tires on the restart. Stefan and Reese on the front row. Wernicke and Quali row number 2. Lepanus and Quiring on row number 3. Pace car is off, waiting for the starter to wave the flag. Here we go. Stefan gets out to a nice jump. That's going to allow the number 1 of Reese to fall in behind him. Wernicke and Quali side by side currently for 5th place. Here comes Travis Lepanus in that 16 machine, looking to make a move to take away 4th place from Quali.
Thank you, Connor.
'99
Hey,
gets
Connor
into
is
the
on his
back.
way.
Looks like the blinking of the 26 might have been the cause of that one. All right, we're going to try this one more time.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to re-rack and restack them. We're going to see if
Shit,
the
I forgot
89
Connor was
of
sick. I
Brad
wouldn't have sent him
Stefan
down there. Oh shit, I forgot.
can hold off that number 1 of Reese. Reese has led a majority of the laps here this evening. We got
Well, Danielle
Wernicke,
texted me
Lepanus,
today.
and
She's like,
Quali
"Remember,
rounding out our top
I'm
5.
doing the security guard."
All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're gonna go green and next time by.
He has to like.
Gonna be 7 laps to go.
And it's starting to make the hair.
We do have 3 shots at a green, white, checkered. Hopefully we won't be requiring those this evening.
And I'm like, what else do you have? You know, is there anything else, you know, anything I can do to help? Or,
Dustin Buck, our current point leader, is in 13th position. Does have some damage done to the front end of that machine.
He's like, there, you can have the vacuum. And I'm like, okay, I'll meet you on the other side. And he's like, no problem.
All right.
So
coming out of turn number 4.
And I was putting our cart
Brad's going to be looking for the green flag.
Well, he saw me when I moved the cart out into the lobby, but he couldn't get to me because...
Pace car goes down pit road. Green flag is in the air. Stefan gets a good start. No tire spin out of that 89 machine. Reese is going to fall into second place. We got Wernicke in third. Here comes the 16 machine of Travis Lapinus up to the high side. Roy Hyde down low in that 00. James Budd in 6th, right behind this group.
And goes back around and he's like, he is like going around the building.
7 laps to go for Brad Stefan.
I started to get worried because before I went out, I told Steven, I said, not that I'm not.
Quali had a bad restart and went from 5th to 10th that lap. Falling back just a little bit, trying to hold on to a top 10 finish.
Stalking you. And I was like, okay, thank you. So
Brad Stefan looking pretty strong up front. Reese trying everything he can to reel him back in.
And then I walk down the sidewalk, and then I go around the corner, and then it's by Durham, and then. So
Reese trying to run that high side. He did gain a 10th on him that lap. 5 laps to go. Ooh, looks like he got into the wall just a little bit. Lost everything he gained and then some. Here comes the 72 of Wernicke. Charging down low to get underneath the number 1 machine.
So I just kind of waved and kept going. Well, he back behind there now since they redone the parking lot.
Reese gets that number 1 back going again.
Other employees parked down there.
Able to hold off Wernicke.
Up that ramp, and he had to go past us again while Steven was
Lapinus and Hyde battling side by side for 4th.
Well, when we were going down there, Steven's like, when I get out of the car, I want
here comes that 22 of Josh Fox.
You're going to stay in here. I want you to lock the door just in case. And I was like, oh, Steven, he's went by.
4 laps to go. We're going to be 3 coming to the stripe.
And so it's like tonight, we got done early at the high. I mean, not like super early, but we were done by just a little before 8 o'clock. And anyways, I was like, good, he's not here. Well, we get over there. And
Roy Hyde making a move on the bottom. He's got a line underneath Wernicke. He's going to take away that 3rd place.
He got in the car and I was like, he said, all the garbage is gone? And he's like, yep. And I'm like, good. And I didn't even wait for him to buckle up. I just took off.
Joshua Reese with 2 laps to go as we come into the stripe. Has cut that lead back down to 0.3 of a second. He's going to have his hands full trying to get to Stefan, let alone pass him.
But I said, I said, I don't want to be the person that, says he's creepy, but I said,
through turns 3 and 4, Stefan's going to get the white flag coming out of turn number 4. Final lap. Next flag is going to finish this one, whether it's the caution or the checker. Reese trying to charge hard down on the bottom side.
Right.
He's up to within 0.2 of a second as we go down the back straightaway and into turn number 3.
He seems person. But I said, and that's what I was trying
Coming
to
out of
tell
turn number
Stefan.
4 for the last time. A bad Brad Stefan.
He just
Oh, as Reese gets into the wall,
sometimes, yeah.
Stefan
But
going
then
to bring
Stephen
home
goes,
the
Dad,
victory
he goes,
tonight.
what do people say about Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy? And I was like,
Got Reese in
okay,
second,
in
Hyde in
there.
third, Fox in the fourth, Wernicke
You know?
up to a top
And
5.
so I just asked Danielle, I said, do you know, like, check they
We'll give these
want
guys just a minute, and then we'll get ready for some interviews of our top 3 drivers. All right, waiting for Mr. Roy Hyde to get up in the booth, and there he is. All right, bringing home that 0-0 in third place tonight. We got Roy Hyde. Roy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
You had some ups and downs tonight. I do believe you were involved in that first caution we had pretty early on, but it looks like you rebounded nicely.
Yeah, I got involved in the first one, and I thought I had a whole bunch of damage from the impact, and then came down to get it fixed, and it showed me I had no damage, and they told me, that, hey, they're in turn 3, so I didn't even take tires, and so I fell way back. I was kind of praying for a caution, and all of a sudden, pit cycle kind of helped me out there.
That's crazy because that we watched the replay on that first one, and it looked like you took a pretty hard hit.
Oh yeah, the Taylor car went up way up high up in the air, and I turned sideways, and I'm not sure who I door slammed in the whole chaos thing, but I hit somebody really hard. And I was figuring my day was done. I pull in and it was 0. I was like, huh, I guess these are tougher than I thought.
iRacing glitched in your favor for once.
Those are few and far between, and we'll take them when we can get them.
Heck yeah, buddy. You're sitting not too bad in points. You've running in the top 10 pretty comfortably. You've had some great runs this season. Haven't seen you on the podium much lately. Pretty early on, you were a regular up here, but looks like that 0-0's recouping for a great part of the end of the season.
Yeah, we're trying a little bit of different things with wheel settings and stuff. I think it's improving a little bit, but yeah, we had I guess, a mid-season slump there. We were doing really good, and then it kind of teetered off, and now we're back up there.
All right, well, it's good to see. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Oh, always give out shout out to the wife, Dylan, for getting me involved with the league. You guys run a pretty legit stuff. All the admins do, and the broadcasts you guys do are pretty decent as well. Just you guys are for putting on a show, and everybody around for making good races.
All right, well, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing what you can do in the season finale.
Thanks, sir. Have a good one.
You too. Bringing home that number 1 in second place tonight, we got Mr. Joshua Reese.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not too bad, man. You had a solid first half of the race. I think you led probably still a majority of the laps tonight.
Yeah, I think I led. I just looked at it now. I led 31, so I think that is the most out of everybody. If not, it's either me or James. That's pretty close.
Look like you do have a little bit of right side damage. That might be from that last wall scrape as you were trying to get Stefan coming out of 4.
Oh yeah, I was driving the heck out of it. I mean, put into perspective, I was full throttle about halfway through the corner. Said
Yeah,
it either sticks or it doesn't.
yeah, you were giving him everything you had. You definitely didn't let him walk away with it.
Yeah, I let him walk away a little bit. You know, I hurt myself by running the wall in 1 and 2 with like a 5 to go, and I got the wall off the corner, and he got just a little bit too far away for me to be able to get him back.
We definitely had some ups and downs tonight. Great green flag pit stop sold by everybody, and I was a little worried that you might have stayed out a little too long.
Oh no, my strategy was gonna work. The people in front of me, I was running down about a second a lap, like 20 to go. I was about 9 seconds behind James, and I was running him down a second a lap. I probably would have got to him, but we never know.
Well, that's just it. It's so hard to say in these things.
Yeah, it sucks, but you know you gotta be ready to be able to adapt on the fly. And I mean, I put myself in the position to win it. I just didn't do it.
Just come up slightly short, but you've had a great run all season long. You've been in the top almost every week.
Yeah, but you know sometimes it's frustrating to have such a good car and be that close. You know? I mean, I would have liked to get another one for JFM, but we'll look back at it next week, see what we can do.
Oh, for sure. Season finale next week, and then have you ran the new Arca cars at all?
I did run them a little bit. Um, I do really love them. They're a lot of fun. So I'm excited to see what the season brings with them.
Me too, me too. I'm looking forward to seeing that McDonald's scheme on a new car.
Yeah, we'll get the McDonald's car, but we're switching it up a little bit. I'm not gonna spoil what the sponsor's gonna be, but it's something new.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on finishing second after a strong race all night long. Who would you like to give some shout outs to tonight?
Uh, just you for putting on the broadcast, commentating every week. You guys for running the league, all the dirt. You know, shout out to you guys. You guys run an amazing league with a bunch of amazing people. Uh, congrats to Brad on the win. I would have loved to see what would have happened maybe if I had like another lap or two. I felt like I could have got to him, but congrats to him. I don't know who got third. I think it was Roy.
Yep.
Congrats to him too. Good job to him on the podium. And also Josh, Grizz for fourth, and Devin and Jesse. It's always good racing with those guys. You know, I've known those guys for a long time. It's always fun racing with them.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you next week at the season finale.
Yeah, we'll try to get one last win in the season finale. Yeah, hopefully.
Bringing home that number 89 machine in first place, Bad Brad Steffen.
We're back. How's it going, Mick?
Oh, dude, doing pretty good. I was a little worried that your night was going to be done the way that you pile drive to the back end of that 68 machine.
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing happened on my end, I guess. I got lucky. I had like 12 seconds worth of damage, but I guess, I don't know, yeah, someone else told me it seemed really bad. But that was kind of crazy because I was trying to figure out like where to go. I'm kind of like slowing down and whatnot, but I didn't want to totally stop. And he's left, right, left, right. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna scoot here in the middle, and I don't know, it didn't quite exactly work out. You know, he kind of popped back out again, and obviously like, smacked him. But yeah, there was some hectic parts in that race. I know the going into the pits there. I think Dustin was in front of me or somebody. I don't know if they weren't paying attention and hit the person in front of them, and it was basically accordion effect from there on back. But yeah, P1 baby.
Yeah, nice to see. Is that 2 in a row for you?
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Heck yeah, buddy. Nice solid run by that 89 machine. You kept it clean, got into the wall just a little bit tonight, but not too bad. And you kept that number 1 behind you, which is what you needed to do with those laps closing down.
Yeah, I know. This will really help in the points, and Josh, he was flying. I think another lap or two he would have passed me for the win, but overall decent night. Car was pretty good. Made a few mistakes, like you said, but fewer than other people, I suppose, put us back up here.
Did I lose you, Brad?
Yeah, I'm here.
So it looked like you're going to gain quite a bit on Buck tonight, but I think he might still have too big of a lead going into the last race on you.
Yeah, well, I should have done better. It was good season. Maybe we'll get him in the next one.
Have you ran much of the new Arca cars?
I have. I like it. It's pretty decent. I mean, obviously, don't have tons of seat time. So I mean, obviously, throughout the season, it'll be a learning process. I mean, for everybody. So, yeah, we're all excited, and it's gonna be a good time. We got a full roster, which is it's gonna be awesome for everyone watching. It may be a little hectic for us, but it should be a good time.
I'm looking forward to it. Those new cars look amazing, and I saw a preview of yours done by Mr. Michael Steele. It looks great.
Yeah, I've just had them copy over the SK mod onto that car. I like the mod wrap. It looks amazing, and it looks even better on the Arca car. So pretty stoked.
Well, congratulations on bringing home that number 89 machine first. Who would you like to give a shout out to tonight before we cut you loose?
Let's give a shout out to all the dirt, you making the booth, Dean Qualley, the Rescue Misfits boys, East to West Apparel Company, Hanksters Motorsports, and yeah, everyone who came out to race. So we'll see ya.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing what you can do next week in the season finale.
Thanks, sir. Take care. Have a good night.
You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at All the Dirt. Look forward to seeing you back next week for our season finale for season number 5 of the East to West Apparel Company Arca series, and then we're going to be back at it for season number 6 with the brand new Arca cars. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight, and we will catch you later.